Hi everyone, my name is Mina Nguyen. I'm the training manager here at Paperless Proposal. I want to thank you for joining us for our pre-recorded walkthrough of the new user interface. In this video, we'll walk through how to create and manage proposals within the new UI vendor. The first thing you want to do is go ahead and log into your system as you normally would. So I'm showing you here, I'm going to log into our system as I normally would here and click log in. Once you do, you'll have a link on the top right that says switch to vendor. This will allow you to toggle between the old version and the new version of Paperless Proposal. So starting on July 19th, all users within your system will be able to toggle between the new version of Paperless Proposal and the classic version. So when you log in, you want to go ahead and click on this link. This will apply the new user interface onto your system. All of your proposals and documents will still be there. That won't change. The only difference that you'll see is that your proposal interface is different. To be able to switch back to your classic version, on the top right-hand corner, there'll be a circle icon with the arrow pointing down. If you click on that, it'll allow you to switch to classic. So if you click on this button, it'll take you back to the old user interface. Eventually, this will phase out and we'll have just the new vendor experience. In the meantime, however, you will be able to switch and toggle between the classic version and vendor. Go ahead and switch back to vendor here. Something else that you'll see under the top right-hand corner with the circle icon is your profile. So you can update your profile through View Profile. You can also access training and support as well, switch to classic, and also log out. We've moved quite a few things around in the top menu area. So View Profiles has moved off to the right, and so has our settings, which is for admin only. We've changed create to new. So if you wanted to create a new proposal, you just click on new. You'll still have dashboard and you'll still have manage. We've also added a search box, which allows you to search based on keyword to find client names within the system. And this is really handy if you're logging into the system and you know you're looking for a particular client. You can put in their name. For example, if I was looking for a client, KB, I can put in KB, click search or click enter to search, and it'll pull up all the results with KB in the client name. And that's just a handy feature that's available on any page within Paperless Proposal. So I'm going to go back to our dashboard here. First thing I'll cover with you is the different dashboards that you'll see. The first one you'll see on the top left-hand corner is your activity board. And I want to point out that all the information that's being pulled into these dashboards are coming from your management center. So anytime you're creating a new proposal, if your proposal is signed, viewed, that information automatically gets updated and reflected in your dashboard. All right, so going back to our first dashboard on the left-hand side, our activity board, this provides you with your activity for the week, the month, the year, all time, or date range. Week, month, and year are relative, so based on when you're logging in that week, it'll give you an update on your activity. So you can actually click this year. It'll automatically pull all the proposals within this year, and we're logging in 2017, so this is only showing you your proposals for 2017. And you can see for this year so far, I've created 6 proposals, sent 2, viewed 2, won 2, and gives you the amount won and the amount pending. All time is since the system was created, so if you wanted to see all of your activity since you've gotten started in the system itself, you can click all time. Or if you wanted to see it for a specific date range, you can choose the date range option. It'll give you a drop-down calendar, and you can choose any custom date range, bi-weekly, weekly, annual, quarterly, completely up to you. Or you can click on our drop-down and choose one of our 4 options here. Click apply, and you can apply the different date range to the activity board. To the right of that, we have our recent dashboard, and this is the big improvement on the overall workflow. So in the past, when you log into Paperless, to be able to access any recently created proposals, viewed, signed, you would have to go to manage. What we've done here is we provide you with a list of the most recent created, most recently signed, viewed, etc. So the name of the proposals is actually hyperlinked. So if you wanted to view or go into the actual proposal listed under recent, just click on the name. I'll go ahead and open this as a new tab, and it will take you to the overview page. And this page is actually new for the new user interface. I'll cover this with you in a little bit, but there is in the overview page here. And you'll be able to go to info, files, be able to work on the proposal itself, send it out, etc. Right, so we go back to the dashboard here. You can also switch what the recent dashboard shows you. So you can see the recently sent, recently viewed, recently signed, and you can switch this out. You can also select the user as well. By default, it's going to be it's going to be selected as the individual that's logged in. In my case, because I'm logged in as an admin, it's showing me all selected, but in your case, it will show you as the user that's selected. Same for your activity board. So if I wanted to see recently viewed, I can click recently viewed, and it'll show me all the proposals that were recently viewed. And all of this information is real time, so any changes, again, that you make within the Management Center will automatically reflect in your dashboard. Scrolling down here, we have our trends dashboard, and your trends dashboard is a line graph which shows you change over time. The x-axis is actually the months of the year. At the top, you're able to filter out or select the requirements for your trends, what you want to output. So you can select the reps you want to see this for, category, division, region, market, and status. And you can also select the year as well. So if you click on that, it'll allow you to select the year in which you want to see your trends dashboard. If you hover over the points, you can actually see a breakdown of the number of proposals as well as the estimated revenue. At the bottom, you can switch the trends dashboard out for reps. You can see it based on category, division, market, and won versus lost. And that's your trends dashboard. Below that, we have our pipeline. And pipeline is going to be a bar chart. It's going to be the same exact information being fed into the pipeline dashboard. The only difference is the output is a dashboard. It's a bar graph. If you hover over the points, it'll again give you the breakdown of the dollar amount and the number of proposals. At the top, you'll have those drop-down menus, which allow you to filter out the information. And the date range for pipeline is a little different. This one, it has you have complete control over the date range that you want to see it for. So you can select, again, weekly, daily, bi-weekly, monthly. Really, really up to you. You have full control. At the bottom, you can see your pipeline by rep, pipeline by category, division, and market. Okay. And the last dashboard you'll have here is your status dashboard. And this will show you any proposals that are pending, won, and lost in the form of a pie chart. You'll have your filters again, in which you can filter out information being shown in your pie chart. If you hover over the pieces within the pie, it'll give you a breakdown of the number of proposals, the dollar amount, as well as a percentage. And also to make a note, every proposal that is assigned to pending, won, and lost will feed into your dashboard. So if all the information that you'll see here is only for pending proposals, won proposals, and lost proposals. Any proposals you put in the trash will not show up on your dashboard. Now that we've gone through the dashboard, I'll go ahead and move into our Management Center. So go ahead and click Manage. And your Management Center is where you can manage all the proposals that you've created. There's a few changes that we've made here, but I want to make a note again that we haven't taken away any of the features and functions that you have. They're also there. You still have category, status, column, view status, etc. The only difference we've made is we've moved a couple things around. And one of the things that I'll be doing today is really showing you where things have moved to, where you can find the features and functions that you had in the past within the new UI. And as you start to go in there and play around the new user interface, you'll get more comfortable with where things are located. But I just want to reassure you, everything is still there. All the functions are still there. You can still filter, and I'll walk you through that. First thing I want to do is walk you through the filters. So the filters in the original classic paperless proposal system was underneath the toolbar. We've actually relocated that off to the right. So on the right-hand side, you can see filters here. If you click on it, you can filter by client, rep, category. All the same filters that you had before are still going to be here. If you have any custom fields within your system, all of your custom fields will be listed at the bottom. So scroll to the bottom and you'll see your custom fields there, which will allow you to filter by those as well. If you wanted to apply a filter, you just click on the option that you want, check or uncheck the option, and click Apply Filter. So if I wanted to look for any proposals that were pending, I can choose pending from here, and I click apply filter. It'll show me all of the pending proposals. What's nice is it also shows you the number of filters that you applied. So in our situation here, I only applied one filter, which is the status filter. But let's say I wanted to, I'm going to add one to that. I wanted to search by market, and I wanted to see all advertising proposals within my system. I can choose advertising, click apply filter, and it will show me all the proposals that are in advertising that are won or pending. And now you can see there's two filters that I've applied, the status and the market. If I wanted to clear my filter and revert back to the default, I could click clear all, and that'll take me back to the default. Or if I can also click, let me apply a new filter here. I can also click the X filter here, and that will also clear the filter and take me back to the default. Now that we've gone through the filter, I'll go over our toolbar at the top. There's some changes that we've made here as well. We've added a few new buttons, and I'll cover what they do and how they work. First thing is, anytime you want to use or apply any of the toolbars, you have to select one of the options. So I'll go ahead and select test here. Once you do that, you can see your toolbar is now a darker gray, which allows you to select the option. The first few items that I'll cover is preview, analytics, and send, and print. These allow you to jump to specific sections within your proposal. So if you wanted to preview your proposal from your management center, you can actually go right to preview. You can choose to go right to your analytics, to send, or print. If you wanted to view your comment or post a comment, click on comment here. A sidebar will open and you can make any internal comments. We've also added a feature so that it notifies you if there's a comment that was made. So for KB cleaning here, you can see there's a little icon. If I hover over that, it says comments. This is a little icon that we've added to kind of notify you if there's any comments for this particular proposal. So all you have to do is click on it, and it will show you the comments that were made. You can respond to it. You can also decide if you only want to see internal comments or external comments or all comments. To close the sidebar, you can click on the arrow, and it will close the sidebar. And that's our comments. Something else that you'll see is this enable disable button here. This allows you to turn off or turn on the link for your clients to access the proposal. So in the past, when you wanted to disable a link, you had to go and edit the information and check the box to disable the link. Now we've changed that. We've actually made it so that you can, from the Management Center, disable your links. So this test proposal here is enabled. If you see a blue, it means enabled, gray means disabled. Let's say I wanted to disable this link. I don't want the clients to be able to view the proposal any longer. I can go ahead and check and disable it. And you can see the icon has been added. It's an eye with a red slash. If I hover over that, it says disabled. So at this point, if the client accesses the proposal, they'll get a page letting them know the proposal is no longer active, and it'll provide your contact information depending on who the rep assigned to the proposal is. The rep will also get an email letting them know that the client had tried to view the proposal, and that way you can reach out and be able to either update the proposal. If it's really a really old proposal, really outdated, you can update it and provide your client with the newest proposal that you can offer them. If you needed to re-enable the link, all you have to do again is select the proposal. So let's select the test, make sure it's blue. Click on the disable button. The system will ask you, do you want to put in a link? Define a date for the link to be disabled. This is completely optional. You don't have to define a disabled date. If you want to leave it open-ended, just go ahead and click enable. And you can see the button is now blue, and it says enabled, and the little icon with the red slash has gone away, which means your link is now enabled again, and your client can go to the same exact link that you sent them and be able to view your proposal. So far we've gone over preview, analytics, send, print, comment, enable, as far as the functions and what they do. I'll go into more detail about how the preview page looks like, the analytics looks like, send, and print. The next item I'll go into is more. So under more here, you'll have duplicate, you'll have empty the trash, externally signed. So if the proposal is signed via paper, hard copy, or PDF, you can mark the proposal as externally signed. If they sign it through Paperless Proposal through the approve button, the status will automatically update on its own to signed. There's also bulk edit. This is new. Bulk edit and quick edit are two new features, and I'll cover that together because they're very similar and they're pretty much exactly the same, and I'll explain the difference between the two. The last option here under more is download CSV. So you can actually export a copy of all the proposals you have within your system as an Excel sheet. And that's what you'll find under more. Okay. Next thing I'll go into is quick edit and bulk edit. So with quick edit allows you to make changes to the category, the rep, and the status for one proposal at a time. So if I wanted to change for XYZ company, I wanted to change the rep to someone else, I can select the proposal, make sure it's blue, click quick edit. You'll get a sidebar open up here that says edit category, edit status, or edit rep. Check the box and it'll give you a drop down that allows you to select a different category, different status, and different rep. You can select all of them, 1, 2, really based on what you would like to do. Let's say I wanted to update the rep here. Let me go ahead and click rep, and I'm going to change this to John Doe. Click save, and you can see XYZ company is now assigned to John Doe. Right, and that's quick edit. Bulk edit allows you to make changes to multiple proposals at once. So if I click bulk edit, you'll see the screen has now allowed me to check multiple proposals. So I can check 3 or 4, however many I would like. Click bulk edit at the top here. The same exact sidebar will open up that allows you to edit the category, status, and rep. However, the difference is with bulk edit, you can change multiple ones at once. This is really handy if you wanted to update your reps for a few proposals to a different rep. You can filter that information, select the proposals, and update the rep here. And that's your bulk edit. So we go ahead and cancel this, and then click cancel here. Take me back to the main screen. The last item we'll go over on the Management Center screen is your edit button. So with the edit button, we've actually changed it around a little bit. If you click on the name of the proposal from the list here, it'll take you to the overview page here. And I wanted to cover more about the overview. This is completely new within the new user interface. The overview page actually gives you an overview of all the information within your proposal. Without having to go to info, files, preview, you can see all of that information from your overview. So at the top here, you can see right away your analytics information. It'll tell you your view status, the last viewed date, time, the total number of views, and the total number of time spent. Below that, you'll have your client information, so you can see who it's assigned to, revenue, status, etc. Further down, you can see who the recipients are. And below that, you can see all the files that you have within your proposal. And this little icon that's with the eye here, if you click on it, it'll allow you to preview the files that you have within your proposal without having to go into files. It's a really convenient way to kind of just check in on the status of your proposals all at once without having to click through every single step within the proposal build out. On the right-hand side, you'll see comments. If you have version control, for the individuals who have version control, on the overview page, you'll have the ability to access or view all the versions you have for your proposal. It'll be right next to comment as another option here, and that's for the version control. All right, let me go back to our Management Center. So that's our edit and way of clicking on the name of the proposal. At the top edit button here, this allows you to actually select where you want to go. Do you want to go to info or do you want to go to files? So in the past, it always took you to info, and even if you wanted to go to files, you always have to click edit, and it'll take you right to info. We've changed that, which allows you to select the proposal that you want to edit. If you click on the arrow here, you can choose between info and files. If you just click on edit, it'll take you right to info. But if you wanted to go to files, click on the arrow right next to edit and choose files. And this will take you right to the file area, which bypasses the overview page, the info page, and that way you can get to where you need to be a lot quicker. You can see here it took me right to the files area. Back to our Management Center, and that covers the Management Center. We covered the toolbar, some of the new features and functions, all the extra functions that you don't see here, like duplicate, bulk edit, assign, are under more. So don't forget about more. These will allow you to see all the other options within here. Your filter has moved off to the right. And another difference that you'll see is your client column is static, while the rest of them allows you to scroll. And that's a little slight change that you'll see, overall improvement to the workflow, to the usability of the system. We also color coordinated the view status as well. So unsent proposals are red, signed are green, viewed are blue, downloaded is gray. So we color coordinated that as well as the status you can see there. Right, and that's our management center. The next step I'll go through is creating a new proposal. And during that process, it'll cover our preview page, analytics, send, and print. We'll cover that in detail. All right, so I'll go ahead and click new. When you do, it'll take you right to the info page. The major difference you'll see for this particular step is we actually combine the recipient with info. So you no longer have a step called recipient. It's all going to be contained within the info tab here. You'll go and fill out the client information. So I'll go ahead and set up a test here. I'll call it test. It'll be assigned based on whoever's logged in. I'm logged in as an admin, so it'll be assigned to an admin. Then I can change the status. I'll leave it as pending. And then you can choose your division, your region, put in your estimated revenue, and select the rest. Below that, you have your recipient. If you have a CRM integrated with your system, you would actually start new proposals within your CRM, and you'll have a CRM import. In our case today, we're just walking through this generic setup for paperless proposal. So I'll go ahead and select either existing or add new. If you've sent a proposal to a client before, their information should be under existing. If this is a completely new client, you can click add new and be able to fill out the required fields or the fields for the information here. I'll go ahead and select existing and search. I'll go ahead and just search A and select. And you can see as I add individuals to my recipient list, they disappear from the list within this pop-up screen. And you can add as many recipients as you would like. And you can see they show up here at the bottom as a list. The primary contact is indicated by primary contact in parentheses as well as the star. So if you wanted to switch the primary contact, you can just click on the star for another contact and it will automatically update them as the contact here. So I made Ashley the primary rather than Mark. If I wanted to delete a contact, just click on the trash can and be able to remove that person from my recipient list for this proposal. If you notice the contact information is incorrect or something has changed, click on the pencil icon, and this will allow you to update the information for the particular recipient. Once you're done, click save, and it'll save the update into your existing contact database. All right. To the right of that, you have your proposal options. This allows you to disable or enable features within your system. Blue means enabled and gray means disabled. So you'll still have comments, prompt for email. Client upload is like a Dropbox, being able to download and print, so you can turn this off for your recipients. E-signature, which turns on the approve button, which allows them to sign off on the proposal online, and password. And if you click password, this is completely optional. There is a little generate button that will generate a password for you. We're going to disable that. Something you won't see here is your date to disable link or the ability to check the box to disable. We've actually moved that. So the box to disable your link is now only available in your management center. So you can actually disable your link in the management center, which is what we went through a little bit ago. To define a date to disable your link, you'll actually do that in the send. So I'll cover that when we get to send. Once you have your client information completed, select your recipient and have your proposal options set up, you want to go ahead and click save and continue. And this will take you over to files. The files area is pretty much exactly the same. On the right-hand side, it's going to be your library. On the left-hand side, it's going to be files within your proposal. The only thing you'll see different under library is that your template folder has moved to the top. All of your files will still be in there. All of your templates will still be there as well. To add a file into your proposal, you just double-click. So if I wanted to add this video, double-click that, this PDF, this MOU, and maybe this cover page. All you have to do is double-click. If it's a merged document, it will ask you to go through and fill out the information. Once you're done, click Submit. So your merged documents will work exactly the same. your files, being able to add it using the templates will be exactly the same. Double click to add. On the top here, your proposal toolbar, we've moved a couple things around. You still have the ability to rename items, delete, preview, edit, local edit, and more. Under more here, you'll have the split feature, which allows you to split PDFs into separate pages if there are multiple pages. You can disable a page, hide in the table of contents. So if there's a certain document within your proposal that you want to hide in your table of contents, you can click Hide TOC. You can make files downloadable. Header TOC actually allows you for Word documents be able to apply those headers that you have within that document into the table of contents. This is really handy if there's a document that has multiple sections. Our system can actually identify those sections via the headers and be able to create those into the TOC for the table of contents. Gives you the ability to create a more realistic table of contents for your proposal. Merge tool is still here as well. Merge tool will bring up all the merged documents within your proposal and allow you to go through each of them. This is really handy if you have a lot of merged documents within your proposal itself and you're not sure which one that you're looking to change. You can select merge tool. It'll bring up all the merged documents and you can go through and be able to make changes to those. Something we have added is our merged PowerPoint. And this is completely new. You can actually set up merged PowerPoints within your system. And it works just like a merged document. It allows you to edit the fields within that merged PowerPoint. If you require this or if your admin would like this, you can reach out to support at Paperless Proposal and we'll be able to set that up for you. So we've gone through the proposal toolbar. There's still the add to proposal feature here on the top left-hand side. It's a blue button. If you click on it, you can upload your documents, upload video, video for webcam, new Google Doc. We've actually moved our cover page builder. So if you're using the cover page builder, we actually moved that under add to proposal. So it's no longer a step in your proposal build out. Rather, it's a feature that you can add to your proposal. So this is add a cover page. If you click on it, it'll allow you to select the preset layouts that we have and be able to generate a cover page. You can also add a table of contents, your websites, attachments. Shortcuts is completely new, and this is a nice feature if you wanted to link to a particular proposal or a particular file within your proposal that's really deep within the file structure. You can add a shortcut, which puts a quick link on the top of your navigation, which allows your clients to select it and get right to where they want to go. So that's a new feature here, and you can try that out. So the right-hand side, on every screen that you go to, there'll be this little box that says additional info. Your client information will actually travel with you during the build out. So at any point, you can actually look in this little box here and be able to check who it's assigned to, the date, the revenue, the status, and the recipients. If you needed to change this, click edit, and it'll take you right back to info, and you can change that information. Once you're done with the changes, or once you're done building out your proposal, click save and continue. If you have a footer, it'll ask you to finalize your footer. In this case, I'll go ahead and skip this process. Looks like I didn't submit my cover page. So let me go ahead and just delete this. Click save and continue, and then I'll go ahead and skip the footer. In your case, once you're ready to apply your footer, you'll click finalize, which is the green button, to apply your footer. And here's our preview page. And preview looks pretty similar, if not exactly the same as what your clients will see. And this allows you just to double check to make sure everything's to the way you like. I have a video here, I have a brochure. Let me go ahead and pause this video. You have your brochure here, which is a 12-page brochure in your preview area. And what's nice is for documents within your proposal that's multiple pages, you can actually scroll through like a traditional document. It gives you that nice feel like it's a PDF or a Word document that you're viewing. This is completely new. All right, and if you click print from your preview area, this will take you to the print section of your proposal build out. And when you're in preview, you'll actually notice the menu area has gone away. It actually has been replaced by this little 3-line icon. So if you click on this, it will actually pull up your menu, which allows you to go to send, print, analytics, or go back to dashboard or manage. All right, so let's go move forward to send. So I'll go ahead and click send here. Right. And in the send area here, you'll be able to send your email out to your clients. It'll pull in all of the recipients that you have. It'll also have the subject line and your default body content. Below that, you'll have the ability to set up a date to disable your link. So we have predefined dates in which you can choose. You can choose 30 days, 45, 60, or 90. So if you select this, it'll automatically set up 30 days from today. Or you can use a drop-down menu and select your own date. It's completely up to you. Or you can leave it as undefined and the proposal will remain open until you decide to disable it. The preferred option to send out an email is open directly in your email. So if you click on this link, depending on your email client that you're using, it'll generate a new email in your email client. So I'm using Gmail here, so it opened up a new email in my Gmail. It'll pull over the recipient, the subject, and the body of the email. And this is really handy, and we recommend this option when you're sending out email to your clients. You still have the copy to clipboard and send with Paperless. I want to make a note, if you send with Paperless, keep in mind it may get stuck in a spam filter, so that's why we recommend open directly in your email. You can still send with Paperless as an option as well. Something else we've added in the send area is the share internally. So if you needed to share this proposal with other users within your system, share it with the admin so they can approve it, you can actually click on the share internally option and be able to search for other users within your system. So say I wanted to search for John here. I can find that John is one of the users within our system, select him from the list, and be able to send him a link so that he can view the proposal. And that's your send area. The next area is your print. So I'll go to print here. Print will allow you to save a PDF or print a hard copy. So from here, you can see all the files that you have within your proposal. If you're hand delivering this proposal, if you're sending this proposal as a PDF or a hard copy, you will not be emailing the link. I want to make a note that you can actually mark it as hand delivered. And this is just a nice way to be able to track, a month from now, 3 months from now, when you go back to the proposal, you can see that it was hand delivered as a reminder that you did not send it as a link. You can select what file you want to share as well. And what's nice is from the print area, if you wanted to see what file you were actually printing or creating a PDF for, you can click on the little eye icon, which will give you a preview of that document without having to go back into the files area. And then from here, you can create a PDF or you can actually send right to your printer. And this print option is completely new. And this will allow you to send the proposal that you're creating over to the printer and print a hard copy. If you've made any attachments to your proposal, all of your attachments will be here. So if you click on the attachments, it'll open up and show you all of your attachments. If you made any files downloadable, they'll show up under originals. If you're using the Dropbox client upload feature, any files that are shared to you via the upload feature from your client will be available in the print area under client upload. So you can go into here and download all the files that your clients share with you. And the last piece is your internal document. So if there's files that are internal only, those files will live here on the print under internal files or internal documents. And that's our print area. The last piece to the build out is your analytics. And I'll go ahead and show you this analytics within our system. So you can see how a regular analytics look like once the client starts to view it and access it. So let me go ahead and go to our system here. Log in and I'll show you a sample analytics. And this is handy. Since I know who the client is that I'm searching for, I can actually put in their client name here, Southern, and be able to find all the proposals that are Southern. And that, again, is a really big improvement. As you get comfortable with it, it will be really handy. And I know I wanted to see the analytics, so I just select the proposal that I want to see it for, click analytics, and it'll take me right to the analytics area. And that'll work for preview, send, print within the management center. And this is an example of our analytics here. You can see at the top, it will give you the total number of views, unique viewers, last viewed, how they engaged, how much time they spent, and their activity. Did they download, share, and print? Download, share, and comment. Scrolling down at the bottom, you get viewers specific analytics. So you can see each viewer who viewed it and how many files they looked at, how much time they spent. If you click more info, it'll give you viewer specific analytic. So for that individual, how did they interact with this particular proposal? How much time did they spend? What files did they look at? And you can see this based on time as well as based on percentage. And this will give you a percentage of time spent. So in this case, they spent the most time on the intro video. Second to that is the pipeline reporting. If we scroll down, it'll also tell me, did this particular client download the proposal? Did they share it? Did they download an attachment? Did they download an original file? And at the bottom here, if this client viewed it multiple times, for every session that they viewed it, we actually track that individual view session. So in this case, this client only viewed the proposal once. But if they viewed it more than once, let's say they viewed it again in October, then you'll see a different view session for October versus the one in September. And if you click to open it, it'll tell you how they interacted in that particular view session versus the other view session. And what's nice about this is traditionally when you send out a proposal, it pretty much ends there. You don't know if they viewed it, you don't know what they looked at, and our analytics gives you that insight that a lot of times you lose out on, and make sure that you're informed and staying aware of kind of what your clients are interested in, who's involved in the decision making, so on. So you can see all the viewers. It gives you the top 5 viewers here on the right hand side. If we scroll down, you can see all the files, how much time was spent on each file in total, how many viewers. It also gives you the top 5 files as well. If we scroll down below that, it will tell me who the proposal was emailed to, when, and did they view it. So in this case, you can see Zeb did not view the proposal. He was sent the link, but he did not view it. Everyone else did. To the right of that, you have proposals shared with. And I always say this is really handy. A lot of times when you're working with a company, you may be communicating with one person at that company, and they may not be the decision maker. They may be just the person that's helping in the process of creating that proposal. But when they're sharing it with someone and that person views a proposal, you're able to get that insight and say, hey, look, there's another individual involved in this process. Maybe I should include them in the future contacts. And you can see that in this case, Bass had shared it to Ford and also shared it to Leslie, sorry. And they viewed it. We just go down further, it'll tell you if you scheduled any emails for this proposal, was the proposal downloaded, was there attachment was downloaded, or was there original file that was downloaded. So it gives you all this analytic information, so that way you can be an insightful sales rep, be able to reach out as soon as a client views it and spend some time on it. And that wraps up our walkthrough of the new user interface Thunder. I'll go back to our dashboard. And as a reminder again, you can toggle between the old version, Classic, or Thunder by going to the top right and clicking Switch to Classic. And this is really handy, especially initially when you're getting comfortable with the new UI, that you can go back to the original interface and be able to kind of do what you have to do, then go back to the new user interface and get familiar with that. If you have any questions or you've experienced any issues while going through Thunder, please email support@paperlessproposal.com. I want to thank you for your time, for watching this video, and good luck and enjoy our new user interface Thunder. All right, thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.